The black hole is a unique slice of our Los Alamos history and heritage that's worth preserving. The museum initiative is being undertaken by Places and Spaces Los Alamos, a 501c3 community development organization. The black hole was a unique store and attraction in Los Alamos for many years. People would come to the visitor center and want to know, where do I find the black hole? It was mentioned in many travel guides, roadside attraction guides, and travel tips. And people still come to the community wanting to learn about the black hole and ask where it is. But of course, it's been closed and demolished for many years. The story of the black hole is intertwined with that of its owner, Ed Grothus. Ed had an interesting journey through Los Alamos, and telling that story tells a lot of the story of Los Alamos from the late 40s to the early 2000s. Ed's mantra of peaceful reuse is one that resonates with many people to this day. The inspiration for the physical concept for a black hole museum comes from the Prada store near Marfa, Texas. Prada store is a unique attraction that draws tens of thousands of people to visit it each year. It's a self service museum, which we think is important. The structure we envision would be a shipping container. It would be surplus. It would be peaceful reuse of of a shipping container that could be a self-service walk-up museum. There wouldn't be a need to staff it on a daily basis or have people find the difficulty of finding people to be there to attend to it. Many different locations have been discussed and are being discussed, but basically anywhere there is underutilized space that is publicly accessible could be a good location for this kind of activity. And we're also thinking about places where the foot traffic that this museum would generate could benefit surrounding activities. We think that a modified shipping container could serve the purpose very well. Here's a creative mock up of what a black hole museum could look like. This would be one side of it, but imagine it having displays on both sides of the structure. The Prada store in Marfa deserves attention also as a model for creative tourism development and providing a visitor attraction. Um, this unattended art installation literally sits in the middle of nowhere, and thousands of people come to it each year. They learn about it in roadside attraction articles, story travel stories, and it's regularly featured in lots of travel publications. We see the museum as a place of heritage and inquiry. Um, it operates on a lot of different levels. The history and celebration of a unique place in a community, a unique business person in our community, and someone who is an activist that serves as a counterpoint and has lessons to provide for activists of the future. We are fortunate to have an offer from Yanni Nahira, an accomplished documentarian and photographer, to donate an exhibit that she created in conjunction with her Atomic Ed documentary project. This set of materials would form a core collection for the museum. There's a lot to work with to bring this story to life in museum displays and interactive exhibits. Since we've been working on it, any number of people have come up and talked about things that they have in their garage, or things that they built from materials salvaged from the black hole. So there's quite a lot of potential from an artifact standpoint. Um, we think there's also a great opportunity for interactivity at a museum like this, using things like smartphones and QR codes. There's the means to really bring this to life without having to have the labor there, the people there all the time to explain things. Um, and so the self-service aspect of this, it could be a real innovative part of such a museum. We formed a working group within Places and Spaces to work on this project, and it's that working group is all volunteer, all grassroots. We're definitely looking for additional people who want to get involved, that might be involved on the working group or involved on other aspects of the project where we could use some help. Um, Really, what it boils down to is there public support for this kind of an idea. And if there is public support, we think it's a viable project. We're beginning discussions with who might be the curator or steward of such a museum. There are many capable candidates. Same thing with locations. We've had some beginning discussions about potential locations, which have been quite positive. And we think there are these underutilized places in the community where such a museum could be a real asset. Our organization, Places and Spaces, we work on obtaining grants, sourcing grants, and that's something we would do in this case once we have a viable project to really ask to receive funds for. This would be not a high ticket activity in our view, and so that helps our potential for marshaling the needed resources as well. Once we know we have a museum that could happen, that's the point in time where we would really look to bring together and secure artifacts and other materials to form the collection of the museum. We've also undertaken a oral history project, and that's to capture stories, capture reminiscences from people who remember the black hole and have something that they want to say about it. The oral histories can be anything. They can be short memories. They can be well thought out statements, and there's no need for there to be anything that's off base. Some people may not have liked the black hole, and that oral history is just as important as the people who may have been supporters or who are interested in the project. So we'd really like to encourage everybody to participate in that oral history project who has a memory to share. So thanks for listening. We'd really love to hear from the community. What do people think about this idea, and what are their ideas for how it can be the best it can possibly be? Hopefully, you'll want to stay informed. So we would love you to sign up for our mail list to be informed, and also if you want to get personally involved in shaping the idea or in other activities to see if we can bring this to life, we'd certainly love to hear from you as well. Um, with that, questions and answers are definitely in order, so don't hesitate to be in touch.